Haven't seen January, have you? I'm sure I left it around here somewhere. Keys? No. Whiteboard marker? No. Must be here somewhere. Yellow tuxedo banana man. Ooh. Green egg Oreos. Only 2 left. I wonder if Chris has finished his yet. Anyway, no January. Oh, Feb. It's February now, isn't it? Well, that means another sneak preview video for what's coming up this month on Leading with Integrity, the podcast. We'll be kicking off this week with a conversation with Dr. Paul White about the 5 languages of appreciation in the workplace, which is a bit similar to the 5 love languages, except it's workplace appropriate, you'll be pleased to hear. Next week, we're talking to Kathy Eastwood about the E3 Leadership Code. The week after that, I'll be chatting neurodiversity in the workplace with Grant Harris. And then to finish off the month, a returning past favourite guest, Mr. Jay Williams, will be talking about accountability, alignment, adaptability. He's a fan of alliteration, so things beginning with A, basically, that are relevant to leadership. So that's a fun one too. Don't miss those. I hope you'll be here with us all month, every week, every Wednesday, on all the platforms, YouTube, Spotify, etc. And keep watching now for a short sneak preview clip from each of those episodes. And until I talk to you again, have a great month.
Culturally, at least in the U.S., when people hear appreciation, they automatically think of words. I mean, a compliment or praise, verbal praise. And what we found is that less than 50% of employees choose words as their primary language of appreciation. So if you only use that language, you're missing over half of your team. And also that it's not just saying thanks or good job. We do quite a bit of research and found out that one of the things that people don't like to hear, especially, is good job, because it's too vague, doesn't take much time or effort from the giver. And so we teach a model of using a person's name. And if you're writing it, you need to spell it correctly, the name. And then, tell specifically what you value about them, what they've done or a characteristic, and then why it's important to you or the organization or your client, because people often don't make those connections. And so that's really helpful that way.
The E3 Leadership Code is, first E is expression. You need to express the end vision. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? What's it going to look like? What's the purpose? You need to have clarity on your goals and set that out there. So next, the second E is engagement. How do I engage the people around me? How do I get stakeholder buy-in? And this requires you to speak different languages, right? I need to be direct to some people. I need to provide the analytics to someone else. How do we engage people the way they want to engage? Not the golden rule of treat everyone the way you want to be treated, but treat everyone the way they want to be treated. Now, you have a lot of leaders that are visionaries. We have a lot of leaders that are great at getting people excited and rallied. But the third leg of the stool, I call it, is execution. You have to deliver the results. You said the word repetition, right? You can have competition. Can have confidence through repetition. So it's doing it over and over again. It's coming back to our goal was this. Have we accomplished it? Are we doing the milestones? Are we having the difficult conversations? Are we course correcting?
One is that neurodiversity needs to be fixed, and people who think differently need to be fixed. That's the opposite. Fix your process, not your people. Another misconception is that neurodiversity is new and also incorrect. People have long been thinking differently. The first person, it's been 50 years or so since the conversations about autism and what that looks like and the first person diagnosed. But people have been thinking differently much longer than that. General Patton was thought to be dyslexic. Abraham Lincoln battled depression. There are so many people throughout history that think differently and have been highly successful. Not in spite of the way that their brain works, but because of the way that their brain works. And the third is that it's an us versus them, meaning that there are only certain people that think differently. And if you're a leader and you have that title, then that's not you. and they're over there and they need this, and how do I give them what they need? And that might be altruistic, but what leaders need to remember is that you are a person as well, and you most likely think differently.
I think it does. And, what's evolved for me since we last spoke is that I think it's Darwinism. By the way, if you hear anything clever, I'm not sure I came up with it. I probably heard it somewhere. But this one I remember where I heard it is, it's not going to be the strongest or the smartest that survive, I think, during our times. I think it's the ones that have the ability to adapt. And it's adapting to the current circumstances based on the current resources. And so for the people who, and I want to be careful because I don't want to be insensitive to anyone's situation. So when I say this is that if you're complaining about the circumstances and the resources, that's not going to lead to the adaptability. It's making some acceptance that this is the current time. It's not permanent. It's how do we function in this time with this resource and come up with solutions based on that. And I think when I have conversations with leaders and we're working with teams, is that you can't have a conversation now if you're not talking about adaptability. And really, as you bring on people or as you grow people, is that you are having that conversation or at least coaching them on adaptability.